Hello again, guys. Yeah, just back with an update. I haven't really been playing around with these much. It's been quite a busy day, really. So we made these glasses. I popped the lens out of this one and cut that lens in half. Why? Well, why not? And it's actually quite functional. So, and in the meantime, we have a lens to play with. Now, I've seen on a previous channel, the guy's called Udos, which is spelled U-D-D-O-S-S. Lovely chap, and he has a little magnifying glass on the end of a piece of string to wrap around your neck, and uses it like this, which is handy. The main problem with glasses I find is that I'm losing them most of the time, so I used bright yellow paracord so it stands out more chance of finding them. Kept this white, whereas I could have made it black, just so that I don't lose it. And there we have it, really. I took the middle out of the paracord because it isn't needed for the strength, and this makes this a lot more comfortable, a lot more pliable, bendy, just a better piece to wear around your neck, really. That is that. And of course we've still got this little quarter piece left to play with. And moving swiftly on, it's GoPros. There's a little stand I made to fit my bike. It literally works the same as one of these arms here. It is basically identical to this, which you can purchase, but I needed another one for a different use. So I made my own. I found the best way to make your own with these. This I didn't do it with, so this is a little bit not very neat. But if you do it this way, it seems to be a lot neater and a lot more functional. So you basically get the right thickness to start with before it's melted, and then you've got the perfect size for that awkward little spacing thing that's going on there. Then of course you just melt the top here, so you can join these sturdily together, and then you can make a platform to do anything you want with on the top here. This knuckle bit can also be done in the plastic, as you can see, just to get extra grip in there, but it's very, very tight. It's actually too tight at the moment, the grip on this, but it'll work in. Yeah, so then this is going to be a future project, but this is just showing you an easy way or an easier way to use thermoplastics, as they can be a bit of a bugger, but preparation is often key. I have lots of these discs pre-made. There's actually two here that are the same size, same thickness. I'm carrying around most of the time, and that will do quite a lot of jobs. But yeah, I've got lots of these. I prefer using these to the little pellets because they're thinner and will boil down and get malleable very quickly, and also they're more portable, I think, and you're not going to spill them all over the place. Just preferences. I prefer that method. Also, earlier I was working on spoons. I like to make spoons. A lot of people like making spoons. It kind of comes in the early stages of woodcraft, I guess. I don't know. But you would design your spoon, mark it out, your shape, and then you get in a bowl in the spoon. And I've often found that to be a bit awkward. It's okay if you've got one of those knives where you can carve in and make the bowl curves, but I haven't. So what I tend to do is, laboriously, I use sandpaper. I literally double it over, wrap it around the thumb like that to get the angles I need to get that bowl, and eventually you'll get a lovely smooth bowl. It takes a long time, but then I'm not in no rush with this. I'll be watching TV or something. Circular motions always work best. So yeah, that's the start of a spoon. But whilst I've been doing a lot of this, I've noticed my nails and thumb has been taking a right battering. So I made myself a little gadget to help with that. It's just a thumb and nail protector, and I can now work away all day long on a piece of sandpaper and not worry about my thumb getting injured, as it was daily. It was becoming a real problem. Then obviously you can get all the little corners, all the little angles exactly the same as you could with a thumb. So yeah, another great use for thermoplastic. This was a mixture of black and white, a very small amount of black and quite a large amount of white. It's given it a pebble colour, which I really like. So that brought me on to thinking of other possibilities for the thermoplastic, in the idea of, I haven't made one, but it's just an idea, throwing it out there. You could have a spare key in one of these, a little bit bigger, so it actually fitted it properly, and say that you couldn't see that, for example. Then to me that would look like a pebble. If you mix that along with lots of other pebbles, you wouldn't notice no difference. So you could have a hidden spare key somewhere. Just random thinking, but yeah, very much a pebble I'm thinking there. You can muck around with that and get that all kinds of different shades and things, but it's like a flint pedal. Yeah, so that would be an emergency case. You could just bury a key, I don't know, in the woods or in your garden or something where, with a bunch of other pebbles that are similar. So yeah, that's just another quick one. Moving on, I've also made a couple of adjustments to this lantern. As you can see, it's far too much reflecting back at you. I don't like that. You get blind spots on your eyes and it becomes almost like a headache after prolonged use. So I very easily made, to stop that glare, a little sheath here, which quite literally pops in and reduces that glare. Yeah, I don't know whether you can make that out as well on camera, but from that, with the bright spot to that, is a much more comfortable lighting. I was thinking about making it out of tin foil or putting tin foil on the inside to increase the reflectiveness, but I think Mylar white is just as reflective, so white and black maybe is needed here. I had red, well it was white and I just coloured it in red, which is now kind of looking orange, but there's lots of options out there either way. Not many of you have got one of these lanterns, I know, but it's just giving you ideas and food for thought. Then the top, the bottom is where the batteries go. 3 batteries, but for some reason they have this empty compartment on the top, which I've long been wanting to use for something. It turns out I've made a little battery holder to hold 3 more batteries inside that lid. It works very well. To get extra adhesiveness, I melted this component. I heated it up quite a lot, not enough to do any damage to it, but so that it was definitely too hot to touch. And I also had this as in its heated state. Then they joined together and formed a nice bond that is tough. Ordinarily those two surfaces wouldn't have stuck, but by melting them together, that has worked, and that holds 3 batteries in there for me. Handy little backpacking thing, making use of all available spaces. And we'll leave it there for now, but there is lots and lots of things going on, so stay tuned. I'll come back at you. Again, shout out to Udos. Very handy. Thanks, mate.